Home to just over 1,300 people, St. Francis is a remote town in northwest Kansas. Like some other rural communities, residents here felt the growing burden of the digital divide, missing out on the benefits of being connected to the internet. So, in 2015, Eagle Communications partnered with a local committee to gather 900 sign-up signatures and spearhead a new fiber build-out, bringing broadband internet to the small town. As a result, today, residents and businesses in St. Francis, along with 80% of Americans, can now access broadband service with speeds up to 1 gigabit.
Our town is like many rural towns in the United States. I used to tell my daughters that they lived in a very unique place because they lived in one of the few places in the world where the population was declining, not increasing.
There was an actual drawback, with everything with slow speeds, and there was a lot of businesses that would not move into town here. We actually had several halfway decent-sized companies that were doing location investigations, and they'd come to us, and of course we couldn't give them any real competitive speeds. You go to do an update or do a major download and you couldn't do anything else. It would lock me out for hours.
If you want to move out in the country and you want to move to a small town where housing prices are cheap and there's no traffic, but you need to have a high-speed connection, this town is an advantage to other small towns because the fact that the internet's here actually allows people who can work on the internet, and we're seeing people move in here that have jobs that are essentially internet jobs. I laugh at my youngest daughter, who actually is a engineer at Google, works in New York City, and she'll come back to St. Francis and sit in our house and shake her head and say, "I can't believe it, you have faster internet than I do in New York City."
There's a lot more opportunities now than there was before. The difference is, huge. The school districts, the hospital, the courthouse, they're all utilizing this new fiber connection. Just about every major business that I can think of has switched over.
For the community, I think a big advantage for us having high-speed internet now is now some of our young professional people can move back to the community and can work from here. It's to the point now that we can hardly function without it in our schools. The teachers are no longer the main source of information. And so kids have changed some. If they need to know something, they can look it up as quickly as we can. And so they're not depending on us like they once did.
We all need internet. We all need it more than most people know. I think they don't understand that your children are going to do their homework on the internet. If you're going to get a new job, you need to post your resume. It's astounding to me that the fastest internet I experience, whether I'm in Denver or New York City or California, is almost always in my house in St. Francis, Kansas.